Hey there.
Hi.
How you doing? Cool. Catch you later. Nice. Thank you. You take care.
Hello.
No problem, boy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy.
What was that one? A tenor?
Uh-huh.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of slow days. I come out here for a grin and a giggle.
So what was your name one more time?
OG.
OG.
Oh, the old guy.
The-
OG.
I love it. And can you describe how it is out here with your having fun now sign? How do you do?
Well, this is just one of them. I've made many others. I always use a stencil. And I always use a color other than black. Stencil makes it easy for people to read up line. And everybody uses black. Everybody says, broke, homeless, tired, hungry, need help. You get something, but I do better than that. And then some of them will sit down on the ground and they get nothing. These people expect us to hustle a bit. Those that hustle, get more. I've had a lot of fun over the years flying signs and get to have total improv with total strangers, and most of the time it goes over pretty good. Just meeting people, like, to get out of my rut.
Yeah.
Meet people, mingle with people, see how they're doing, see how I'm doing, you know.
How much do you think you can make in an hour, let's say?
Depend. Like, I've been here an hour and I've got $1. Okay. It depends on the intersection, which way the flow, which way direction of traffic is traveling, the time of day, the time of the week.
What are the best times of day and the best days of the week?
Afternoon drive time was like from like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock to sunset.
Okay. And do people generally look at you and acknowledge you, or do they kind of ignore you?
Some of them ignore me. I don't say anything to them unless they say something to me. Okay. It's giving them their space. If they want to ask me a question, I let them lead. Okay.
What's been your most successful sign?
One that was given to me holidays of 5. I met a fellow the year before at Jack in the Box on Ray Road and 10. And he had a sign that was had made it, was about this wide and about this tall. He pulled it up in thirds. And the caption was, having a bad day, it could be worse. Okay, and then it shows a picture of Mickey walking with his head down here, hands behind his back, and that was the caption. And on the other side was Pluto sitting on his haunches, right? I'm not too fond of that one, but does you ever feel like a whipped dog, right? Turns out the guy is a certified Disney artist from Florida. He was out here flying signs, whatever, traveling around. That Christmas Eve, I did real well. He made me a couple more signs. I had a Santa's hat and a sign with Donald Duck on it. And I don't remember what's the caption. Oh, and Mickey and Minnie, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. The one, Mickey, went to the city police department custody 3 times,
Why
and I
is
got it back.
Really?
In the beginning, they would, and starting in 2002, because someone sued the Department of Transportation, the police started harassing people and taking them to jail for trespass, loitering, whatever.
Have they ever taken you to jail for this? 3 times.
Not until 9 or 10, right? They'd go by me all the time. I would have police officers in uniform going to work give me money. I had police officers in their squad cars on duty give me money.
So they're not always enforcing it.
No, it's selective enforcement. There were a lot of the drunks. They would harass the people. Hey, got any money? You know, it's not good. You know, I can understand that. Me, you know.
Are there any other threats out here when you're out here? Do like people try to take your spot or anything like that?
No, it's a first come, first serve. If somebody is on an intersection and they're flying a sign, I'll walk up and ask them how long they've been here, how they doing. Say, you know, when you're done, I want your spot if nobody else got it. I'm pretty easygoing, laid back.
Are you staying somewhere around here? Like, where are you sleeping right now?
In the area.
Yeah.
I have several spots where I can roll out my bedroll.
Oh, nice.
And lay down and go to sleep.
That's kind of a light setup right there. It's kind of easy.
Yeah, it's a big carriage and it doesn't steer very well. I'm going to make a better one. I've always had storage lockers to keep my things in and to play around in and work out of. I've got a couple of small carts that I pulled out of dumpsters. I'm going to chop one up and reconfigure and use it.
Yeah. What do you think you would need most right now? Is it food, money?
10 kilos of currency. That one always gets everybody. I don't know. I can't hear.
I couldn't hear him either.
I'm quite deaf.
That was interesting.
Was he want to give me money?
It seemed like that, but
usually, you know, I'll look at traffic and I'll see if windows are up. If they come down, what comes out of the hand with a cigarette and a hand with money, or just, you know, nothing. I let them do the approach.
Yeah. Do you oftentimes get things other than money? Do you get things other than money sometimes?
Food, clothing, pot.
I guess you are right next to the...
Oh no, this is when it was still illegal.
Oh wow.
Okay. Several occasions, people were giving me money, and I go, "Gee, I like your incident," and they go, "Oh, you indulge in here, right?" Okay, and I put it in a grocery bag, plastic bag, and wrap it up, and stuff it in a bush. So if I had an encounter with John Law, they wouldn't find it. And when I was done, I'd walk away. Yeah, I've had that happen.
That's pretty cool.
4 or 5 times, maybe more. It's always fun. Now, I'm not the typical case of the people that are out here. Not by any means. And I'm a notoriously long-winded storyteller.
I love that though. So You've been out here for a minute doing this then. If you were here pre-legalization, you've been here for a lot of years doing this.
I started flying a sign in '02.
In '02.
And I did it. I started doing it because I was depressed, needed to be around people, mingle. And my sign was spare change. Got a lot of money, got a lot of change. But it worked, you know. And I have done it ever since, not always regularly. I up until 8, I had working day labor. Okay, when minimum wage was $5.
Oh man. How are people these days? Are they more giving nowadays than they were in '02 or less?
Oh, much better back then. Some years, you know, and some years it's pretty rough. If the economy is bad for these folks, it's slower for us. I'm always grateful for whatever I get, you know. There's times I go out like today. I'm gonna leave early because I'm not getting. Sometimes Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of iffy. Like I say, it depends upon the intersection, the flow of traffic. This one is busy because of that and people going in Phoenix.
Okay.
It's all in the numbers. The more cars go by, the better your odds are of getting something.
Yeah. What would you recommend if I was to come out here? What would you recommend for my sign, my setup? What would you recommend for me?
Be normal. Be clean cut. People are amazed that I'm living outside. I'm not homeless. I have a home that I can't live in. That's another story. But they're always amazed. My signs for many years have been stenciled. The Mickey, I had that one. I used that one for good 12, 14 years. I've still got it. I'm going to put it in a frame so I can hang it, so I can suspend it and flip it. Because it's really cool. It has put a lot of money in my pocket. These people have put a lot of money in my pocket.
How much money do you think you've made total since '02 out here?
I haven't a clue.
If you were to estimate, what do you think?
I won't even try. I won't even try because, you know, when I was working day labor, I didn't come out as much because I had money, right? Got serious, 8, 9. I come out when I need money.
Yeah.
You know, other times I wouldn't. Our encounters with John Law when they were enforcing their trespassing was, I had less than most. Many of them were very interesting. I went to jail, city of Chandler, 3 times. Got 2 of them dismissed in the interest of justice. That sign went to city police department property 3 times, and I got it back all because I said to them, you know, hey, this is a work of art done by a certified Disney artist. I'd sit there in Jack in the Box and watch him do pictures, you know, sketches of different characters. 5 minutes, for it, whip it out, right? You know, hey, I have a lot of fun doing this. I mean, you know, it's get to meet interesting people.
You said you had depression going into this. Did this kind of help with your depression?
Well, I would get depressed. I'm not bipolar. I mean, bipolar. We're all bipolar. By meaning two. Okay. No, I just get depressed once in a while because of shit happening in life. But I'm, you know, an easygoing guy. Now, a few times when I have a law enforcement, it's like, they say, what are you doing out here? Well, I'm conducting a survey of seeing what these people are doing when we pull up. They're just checking their makeup, answering their phones, smoking cigarettes, checking the kids, you know, whatever. You know, it's how you deal with life. You know, some people in life just don't get it. You know, they don't.
What do you think they don't get?
No education, no job skills, no understanding of reality. Drugs are prevalent out here, meth, the blues, how they're nasty. I won't touch them.
Have you tried the blues at all? No?
No. They're a weapon of war. Okay. The meth is to a degree, but the blues are much more of a weapon of war. I tell people that, especially, well, our grandchildren are really in trouble because they come from broken homes. They're not educated. They don't understand. And some of them are pretty far out and strung out in drugs. The blues especially.
You said this is like a war on us. You think it's a war to kill the people inside of this country? The blues?
Yes, very much so. Drug abuse has always been about that. Okay, the Ivy League schools were founded on drug money, opium. Okay, China. Okay, yeah, the Chinese are the major supplier of chemicals needed to make the blues. They're also providing the chemicals necessary to make what they call meth. In my opinion, it's not meth. It's a ephedrine, pseudoephedrine has been chemically stripped and re-put back together. Now, it's the meth, the crap today is better than it was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, in a way.
What do you think that a lot of these people that give money to folks on the streets, they might be in fear that they'll use it for blues, and that might be the $10 that kills them?
Well, you know, most people want us to do something productive with it. The most common thing response I get from them is, don't buy alcohol now. Okay, can I buy some cannabis instead? They laugh. You know, it's like, okay. But most of them, you know, it's now, don't go buy an alcohol. I don't worry about that. I don't drink. Don't smoke tobacco either. Now, cannabis, oh boy. It's a lot of fun for me, okay, with my sign. Some of them have been, well, spare sense spelled out like sense, common sense, okay, with the dollar sign for the S and cent sign for the C. I've had others, but they've all been in stencils, and they're all readable from 7-8 cars out. Now, most of these people know what we're doing when we're standing. Okay, if they want to help, they can. They will. If they don't, it's like I say. If they don't say anything to me, it's like, okay. If they engage in conversation with me, then I will counter engage with them. Answer any question they want, right? Just the way I am. I don't know.
What would you say, just kind of a final note, what would you say to people of what this is like coming out here and panhandling, or I don't know what you would call it, but anything that...
All donations gladly accepted. It's difficult. Most of the people that come out here don't do very well. From what they say, what I understand and see, and their signs are too small, done in black ink. You can't read them from 7 cards. You can't even read them from here to the wall. But most people know what we're doing here, and if they want to, they'll give whatever they feel is comfortable. It's always a surprise when I get a Ben Franklin. Oh, I never expect them.
How many times have you gotten a big Benji?
27 times.
27?
Over the years from 2 till present. I never expect them. I've gotten 5 50s. But yeah, the Ben Franklins, it's like somebody, I've had people drive them. And I by the feel, I know it's something, $100 bill. Well, thank you very much. Those are rare. It's like a surprise, a nice treat.
What kind of people usually give you the most money? Are they in nice cars, or how do they look?
All kinds of colors. All kinds of looks. There are people, are working people, right? They've got their house, they've got their mortgages, and they're doing the thing. They're doing what we should do. They're living paycheck to paycheck. What might be, $20 might be not a lot to their pocket. To us, it makes a difference. Okay. Used to. 7 was a tough year because of the real estate. Like I say, if the market is tough for these people, they don't have the discretionary fund, then they can't donate help a lot.
But you don't look at somebody and be like, that guy could give me $100 bill today.
I don't even think about it. Like when somebody sticks their hand out the window and has got money in, I walk up to them and I'm thanking them for it as I get to them. I take the bill, I don't even look at it. I stuff it in my pocket. One's go in one pocket, larger bills go in another. Get a lot of ones.
A lot of ones.
Get a lot of fives. Get 10s. Not as many 20s these days, but every once in a while. But no, I don't keep track. I don't care. You know what? You've been here now, what, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Well, hey, I really appreciate you taking the time, man. Is there really, like, the nicer cars don't give you more money?
I don't look at the cars. I don't look at the people. Sometimes I get a sense that somebody might give me something. Sometimes they do. What's that?
He's waving to us. Yeah.
I have to, sometimes it's hard to tell, you know, whether they want to give me anything. They have a trick. They like to hide it behind the mirror. So you got to be paying attention, and then you got to reach out behind the mirror to grab it, right? Sometimes their window won't come down until they're right there. It's like right here. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, okay? I still only come out here when I need money. You know, first half of the month I'm not here because I got my government check, right? It ain't much, but it's better than a swift kick in the you know what.
I love it.
It's tough for people on the street. It really is. It just is. Why? Well, depends upon them. You know.
Why is it tough for you?
It's not really. It's a lot of fun. Okay. If I get $5, I'm happy in a day. If somebody gives me 50 cents, thank you. It all adds up. It's all appreciated, right? I come out here just because mingle with people, pass the time of day, be a daydreamer, you know. You know.
You're pretty cool, man. Thank you for taking the time.
What's going to become of that?
I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos.
Oh.
Here's a fiver for you. Do you like joints or do you prefer like nugs of weed, just raw nugs? Do you prefer joints to smoke or just like nugs of weed?
I like to buy flour.
Okay, just straight flour?
Yeah.
Not in joint form?
No.
This is my YouTube channel. I'm gonna go grab you some weed though.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you were cool, man. I really appreciate it. You can find my YouTube channel there.
Okay.
Yeah, if you just search all this stuff on YouTube. But yeah, I'm just going around trying to figure out what life's like on the streets, basically.
It's tough. Okay. For most people. I call my time on the streets my field training exercise. Okay. Just because it has been, it's like, okay, I look at it as a challenge. You know, life is a curveball. Life is what you make it. You know, I'm somewhat of a philosopher. I can sit down and get nothing done, but sit down and read a 400-page novel in a day.
Wow. What kind of philosophical thoughts have you been thinking recently?
Huh?
What kind of philosophies have you been thinking about recently?
All time. I like to read fiction, science fiction, history, economics, politics, the heavy-duty stuff.
Yeah. What kind of history are you really fascinated about?
World geopolitical history from the beginning to the present. I've always been into world geopolitics all of my life. And I would tell people things, current events, and they wouldn't believe me. You're just, you know, and they would come true, you know. How do I say? You're gonna have to edit this a lot.
Oh, this is great. Have you been following recent events?
A little. Not as much as I used to. But because I don't have to, because I understand the background of everything, so it's easy to stay current by knowing what I know. But once again, hey there.
Hi.
How you doing? Cool. Catch you later. Nice. Thank you. You take care.
Appreciate you, man. It seemed like you knew he was going to give you something upon
There
approach.
are people that are regulars, and he's one of them. Yeah.
So he's a regular. How many regulars do you have?
Like I say, I don't keep track of who, but I kind of have an idea of the cars coming through, whether they're regulars or not. But like I said, I don't expect anything from anybody. It's what they choose to give to us, okay? And I have to say that I do better than most, just because of who I am.
Why do you think that is?
Personality, manners, courtesy, curiosity on their part. You know, I mean, I don't know how much everybody else does, but when I have people tell me that they went out and got several $100s that day, I look at them, oh yeah, I don't think so. On a good day, because of my signs, and on a really good day, I could get $100. And I'm out there 4 or 5 hours. And I average probably $20 an hour. Okay. Like I said, I don't expect to get much, but I do. Like yesterday, I received $60. And I tell people, my fellow street travelers, you don't make anything. You receive what you receive from them. But you don't make anything. They don't want to give you anything. You're not going to get anything. You're sitting on your ass waiting for someone to do something. You're going to die. You're going to freeze, or you're going to go awfully hungry.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and hustle. You know, it's like anything else in life. You got to hustle.
Every homeless person is unique, and we give them something based on their current situation to help them out. Whether that's cash, food, a ride, it's not always easy to understand what the homeless need the most. And we think spending time listening to them and hearing their stories is the best way to find out. If you want to help us donate to the homeless, please go to our Patreon. Link is in the description, and all donations go to the homeless, unlike most nonprofits and the government.
If you have you just watched some of the people that fly sign?
Yeah, I've been watching. Yeah.
Um, you can tell people living on the streets that have nothing. I feel empathy for them. Because just because of the way they carry themselves, their lack of knowledge, their lack of respect for themselves. You know, life is a bitch. Life is a challenge. But life is what you make it. You know, I happen to have given myself a very good education when I was a younger man. It's paid me dividends all of my life. You know, I'm not your average homeless person. I have storage lockers to keep my things in so they don't get stolen. Keep my clothes, my books, whatever, in, collect things so that when I get housing, I have kitchen. I have most of what I need. You know, kitchen supplies, bathroom supplies, my clothes, some furniture, my tools. I want to go to work doing what I can do to put more money in my pocket. I want a shop where I can work out of. I want to build hot rods because I can do that.
Do you ever think, man, I might make less money at a job than I do out here? Do you ever think that?
No, I can make, well, I can receive an average of $20 an hour. Now wages are $20 an hour. Okay. It is a job. You got to get out here and hustle. You know, you've got to you have to have the proper mindset. You have to be. You can't be grumpy and irritable and angry with the world because you ain't got shit and they all got more than you. You can't be hostile, unfriendly. You've got to be laid back. You've got to be understanding. But those are what you have to get along with society anyways.
Do you ever feel frustration though, seeing like $100,000 car driving by and you're like, man, can't you spare a 20? Or
there was one intersection, Scottsdale Road and the 101. You know, both sides of that intersection were pretty good. I would see all kinds of cars. One afternoon I saw it was on a trailer. It was an REO Speedwagon. You know what an REO Speedwagon is? It's an Oldsmobile truck. Robert Edward Oldsmobile, REO Speedwagon. Okay. It was from the 30s. It was on a trailer, being semi. Okay. It hadn't seen use in 50 years. I would see Lamborghinis, Porsches, and dime a dozen Ferraris, exotic cars, hot rods, you know. Only, you know, and I see them because I look for them. I grew up in that environment. Okay. That intersection was good for seeing unusual car. The REO Speedwagon was a real treat. The band, REO Speedwagon, one of their first albums got the truck on it, right? On the cover. Yeah. Any more questions?
No, that was awesome, man. I really appreciate your time. I'll be right back, though. I'm gonna go swing on over. I'll be right back over.
Okay, I'll be here.
Cool. Yeah, I'll see you in a second.
I like flour, so I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
I like sativa. Indica puts you to sleep. Sativa wakes you up.
Do you like to smoke before you come out here?
Yeah, I sit here and smoke joints. Now that it's legal, well, even before, when it was illegal, I'd smoke joints anywhere. Sit at bus stops and smoke joints. People walk by going, I smell it, where is it? But now that it's legal, it's so cool. You can go to your dispensary and buy it, you know. I usually do my ounce a month. When it's gone, it's gone. It's okay, you know. Uncle Sam buys it.
How does Uncle Sam buy it? Just with
Well, because I'm collecting my Social Security.
Social Security, okay.
Okay. I pay my bills. I take care of myself. Most of my check I spend on food. Or clothes. I got a grip of clothes.
What's your normal food purchases? Do you cook?
I'm hungry. I got money in my pocket. Where can I eat? You know, go to the grocery store and buy food. I don't keep track.
Okay.
If I got money in my pocket, I can't save it. The only way I can save money is to put it out of my hand. I've got places in my locker where I can stash money. And in the past, I'd forget about it. How much money have I got and where is it? Shit, I don't know. I'd have to look through every box all the time. Now I've got a few locations, standardized. But, you know, between this and my check and other things that I can do to put money in my pockets, it's legal, moral, and that, I do okay. I want something to drive because the limo it's okay, but there's nothing beats personal transportation. Nothing.
Wow.
Hey driver, I want to go here. We don't go there, and we don't go there, and if we did, it wouldn't be on your schedule. Okay.
What are you reading right now? Michael Creighton. Oh, that looks cool, man.
It's a good book. I finished it a week ago, and sometimes I'll have I've already read it, so I can open it up and reread and.
Oh, nice.
Right? I'm bored. Okay. No, I'm not bored.
And this is your coin stash? You got like a coin section?
Coins?
Yeah, that's cool.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I got my thermos. I got a bunch of them.
Nice.
I go to Goodwill. I buy my clothes.
Ooh.
I buy whatever strikes my fancy.
Nice. Well, I got... What's up, dude? I got you the good stuff today. Some
Oh, okay,
poison.
cool.
We aren't fucking around on this one. That's the real nice stuff.
Cool.
Enjoy that one, man.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that a beauty?
Uh-huh. I will reuse the container.
There you go. Yeah, well, thank you again for taking the time to explain your story, man. I really appreciate it.
I'd like to see a copy of the complete sometime.
Are you usually here or?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to catch you again and then I can show you where it's at on YouTube.
Well, you got what, go 67 dot, what's your channel, YouTube channel?
67 Kevin spelled out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna go to my office and roll a joint or two.
There it is.
My office is my storage lockers.
I love it.
All of the years that I've been outside, I've had storage lockers to keep my things in. And to hang out, you know.
Do they ever give you trouble, the storage people?
Sometimes. I don't stay overnight in them because they don't like it. Their insurance gives them hell. I have my bed rolls for the different seasons. I have a couple of military issue mummy bags.
Nice.
Stay warm. You know, my priority is keeping my security safe and getting the sleep I need, the rest I need, the food, staying alive, you know. I don't have a house yet or shelter, but I do okay.
Well, hey man, I'm gonna come by again and let you know when the video goes up, and I appreciate you. And
I don't think you won't run the whole thing, will you?
I will run the whole thing. But there's gonna be another version that's edited.
Well, I'm sure you're going to edit it out a bit. You got lots of one-liners, lots of...
Oh, banger one-liners, absolutely. Yeah, because I'm making a bigger documentary about, you know, just, what do you call it, panhandling?
Well, that's what they call it.
What do you call it?
All donations gladly accepted.
Ah, that's a great way to say it.
Well, you know, it's like, you know, in the years, it started in, they started cracking down on everybody in '02. Somebody was flying a sign like this. The driver was giving them money and somebody rear-ended. Okay, and that set off the whole 9 yards with Department of Transportation, and after that they started cranking down. But they would leave me alone. Why? Well, I'm not harassing them, okay? I'm not a drunk, a derelict, the like. I'm me, you know? I've had lots of interactions with various policemen, law enforcement. One time here in Tempe, a cop went by me, pulled in the parking lot next door, you know, I'm over there. Comes over and asks me questions like this. It says, let me see, you can't do this or something. I said to him, you know, we, meaning all of us, can give anybody we want, anything we want, right? And as I'm saying that, a lady stopped and got a plate of food. She said, can I give you this? And I, sure, thank you, ma'am. Right in front of the fellow, right?
Yeah.
And it's true, you know. We can give whoever we want, whatever we want. I mean, he was trying to make a point. Well, you know, whatever his point was. I mean, this was 10 years ago. Or longer. But like I said, I've had cops in uniform, in squad cars, give me money. One time I had a highway patrolman pull up, want to give me shit for being here. I said, well, you know, I'm conducting a survey, right? I was being kind of a smart ass. But he said, who do you think, in the course of the thing, he said, who do you think's going to win this pissing contest? I said, I am. And he got in his car and went. You know, as you said, by the way, what's the name, badge number? I got it anyway. He wasn't going to give it to me, but I got it anyway. I saw him a period of time, a couple of weeks or a month or something later. He pulls up and out there, and he's asking me questions. Do you walk up there? I said, no, I stand right here. Right, and if people want to engage me in a conversation, I do. If they don't, I don't. You know, I let them go on by. Because at that time, if you were here, you were okay. If they didn't like it when you were walking up, right, I would give, being the fair paralegal that I am, I'd say, well, you know, this is state property. Who's the state? We are. Okay. I'm on a pedestrian right-of-way easement. Yeah, that's a limited access road easement. That's the city surface street. Sidewalks are pedestrian, right? I get a fun reaction out of most of them. Because, you know, you grant somebody their humanity and you're okay. You know, the people that have problems are those that don't have. Thank you.
Thank you. What was that one? A tenner?
Uh-huh.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of slow days. I come out here for a grin and a giggle. It helps to have a good sense of humor. And thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Yeah, well, I gotta run, but I really appreciate you once again.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'll look forward to
Yeah.
seeing you again here.
Heck yeah, roll one up and watch one of my documentaries. You might enjoy it.
I will. I've got a storage locker on priests. I've got another one over in Chandler. I've got some small carts that I got 4 of them, more than that I pulled out of dumpsters.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go get one and chop it up, redo it, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm. What's up, dude? 6'7" Kevin on YouTube.
6'7" Kevin.